College kind of suck. Well, I haven't started college yet, so college is not suck. College application stuff kind of is a drag. Nobody says that, bro. Everybody knows this. Anybody who's trying to apply for school right now, my heart is out to you because this shit is hard. And I just seen one of my classmates post a TikTok with this little small ass clip of the little submission thing, and it was green and it had like a little, and I was just like, let me know how you did that because I haven't even begun. Yeah, bitches Loki sad again. Things are changing, man. You know what's funny too? Like, just sitting down on the floor made me realize that I've been sad for a long time. But it wasn't even like tangible sadness. It was like, you know, where you're just like in something where it's like, it's just normalcy. Like, it's just normal. It's just a normal feeling. Like, it's not enhanced. It's just there. It's mundane. It's there. Like, it's just there. But now, like, without all these other distractions, like without people kind of like, it's much more apparent because like I'm open even though nobody's talking to me or anything, but like I'm literally open. Like, there's nothing protecting me. There's nothing like, so it's like, but it's not that bad. I kind of like it too, you know. Like, I like being sick. Not like I want to be sick forever, but like it just gives you things to think about. Like, what if I did die? You know, I was listening to Alan Watt, and he said it. He's like, what if you just go to sleep and don't wake up? And he made this noise, and it felt so true. Like, and I had my eyes closed, and it was like, but like I made it through. Like, hello, I'm here. I didn't die. You know, like, I'm gorgeous. Music is beautiful. Like, music is the shit that be saving me, bro. Like, and I also have to acknowledge the fact that I'm going through some kind of like breakup. I'm not even gonna lie. It is. That's what it is. Like, I really acknowledge that today. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna show myself. You guys me. What I did today. But I really like. I'm so glad that I'm writing in my sketchbook because one, it's my sketchbook. Like, I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean? I like this blue. It's my sketchbook. I can do whatever I want. So we're just see, like, it just made sense that my nails are blue. Like, I just know what I like. It's true. I love it, and it's like I don't really fill up my pages, but today I did, and it looks gorgeous. But let me read what it says. I read it to my sister, but let me read it to you. It says, who knew fitting in matters so much to me? I think it's more about community for me. Like, I just want to be surrounded with people I can be myself, my authentic self with. They say we need people, so where are my people? How long do I have to wait? And I said, honestly, I love how I have to rotate. Like, I love myself. Anyways, honestly, I'll wait. I'll take that time to get to know myself and grow so that I have things I actually want to offer. You know, like, I actually want to offer companionship. I actually want to offer, like, that's not the, compassion. That's the word I was looking for. Like, respect, love, things like that. Like, things that, like, I know that people need and people like kindness and stuff like that. Like, things that I need. I don't know. I'll figure it out as I grow. I said, losing a close relationship really shows how open an individual we are as humans. I think that's a very. I think that is. I think that is very interesting. I feel it's. I feel it's that's why community is important. Not to not be that open and vulnerable. And I said I definitely spelled that wrong. To not be that open and vulnerable. Yeah, like imagine like okay, like even me right now being queer, black, trans, even though people don't know and like nobody acknowledges it, I could still just not whatever. It's not whatever because it actually matters to me. And that's why I'm like, okay, like even if I found community, like what are the chances that they understand my identity and not just understand but accept and like just like embraces it, like no, like just like oh, let me switch up the like no, like just understands, believes it, like all the things that matter. And I think and I think that's why everything is so much more like intense or like that like because it's like sure if I was just any other person in class that people don't really that my our community don't really talk to like Rachel, like no shade to Rachel. I love the idea of Rachel. I don't really know Rachel, but yeah, but just like I'm not like I'm trans, black, and queer, and they didn't want to talk to me. Is giving hate crime because I don't get the opportunity really. Even when I'm talking to Selena, I'm not really talking about my identity or whatever. I'm not really sharing that part of myself. You know, I haven't really shared that part of myself. To be fair, too, out of like fear or just like, all right, bro, what the fuck. And I also feel like maybe they'll just like stop talking to me the same way, or like, what if I make them uncomfortable? Anyways, this is honestly, even if I smoked, I wouldn't know why I would be crying. Like, not smoking definitely like illuminates why, you know, whatever I'm feeling is happening or why I'm feeling how I feel. And I feel like smoking just sometimes you'll just skip to like reaction part, like response part, which is to cry, and you'll just be like, you'll just start crying. It's just like, uh, but when you're sober, it just makes sense because you're going through why, and it's just life is hard, bro. Like life is hard, and I think that's why even thinking about being intimate is just like, whoa, you know. I don't even know, but smart. I wouldn't even say I'm funny to be honest. Being funny is hard. I don't know. I find things funny though. I'm sort of funny. I'm more so goofy than funny. I'm not really like like no, you're not gonna be dying laughing if you talk to me. Unless you're smart. Like no shit. Some okay. Now that I'm not smoking for like an undeclared amount of time. I'm just like, okay, am I doing enough during the day? Like, I don't want to not do enough. I don't want to, cause that was my whole thing. Like, okay, I'm smoking. The day is gone. I didn't do shit. Now I'm sober. I want to make sure I'm doing shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to not do shit. What the fuck? So I don't want to, but I also know that can get tricky. And I'm like, oh, what did you do? You only did 2 things. Like, no, I don't want it to be like that. But I also want to make sure that I'm managing my time and doing things that I need to get done. Life is hard. College is hard. I'm still kind of low key stressing about like my supplement, but maybe I'll work on that instead. Nobody ever told me how like stressful college was, because if they did, I might have rethought it. Like, but I can't anymore because now I got schools that I actually want to go to. So it's like whatever. I like texting people, but I don't really like texting people because it's like, how much do I text you, and what do I even say when I text you? Like, okay. I think that's my little update. It wasn't even nothing. I'm ready for this week to be. Let me not even say that. Actually, I'm ready for like school to be like up and going again, because this last 2 weeks has been iffy, wishy. No, after Thanksgiving is Christmas, but I feel like after Thanksgiving, that December 1st to December 24th is gonna be a consistent school thing. God, please, if you love me, the universe, I know you guys love me, and I know that, like, y'all not against me at all. Please let me get it to Chicago, bro. Like, our Institute of Chicago. I thought I wanted to go to Maine, but after watching, like, a TikTok about it, I'm like, water is very helpful. It's very helpful. This a little bit better. You know what I just realized just now? That like working on old paintings will have you doing the same shit in a way. And I'm not even saying this to blame like my work or anything, but like literally I remember working on this painting and drinking alcohol, and guess what I'm doing right now? Working on this painting and drinking alcohol. Like some things just like some pieces just like I don't know, like especially if it's like they just have you repeating certain things. I don't know if it's just because that's how the piece was originally like started, but that's so interesting and also kind of trippy as well. So it's like that makes me feel like for future pieces I have to like and have good habits while I'm doing them, so I don't feel like I gotta do something or it doesn't pull me back to do anything or make me feel like whatever. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to blame this piece, but that's just something I realized. I finished the beads on this side. I feel like I finished. It looks nice. It looks so good, actually. It looks so good. I just gotta do this side. But yeah, back to the tea break. I think that a lot of times people know why they're taking a tea break outside of weed and the sharing. Because sometimes it's be like, you know what, this is a bit much. Let me just chill. And I think that tea break is just sums everything up, like all the reasonings why people want to break. It's just, I'm just taking a tea break. That's just it. You know, even though sometimes it just might not be just it. A lot of times niggas just want to get shit done. I don't even think my break is like a tea break. It's more of like a cleanse. I want to share that I'm okay. Sometimes I feel like I don't be okay and I do shit, but yeah. No, why did I? That's a different feeling, bro. It's the same shit. It's the same shit, bro. And wow, that celebrate really did it. Process of getting ready for my birthday. I'm so kind of looking mad that I didn't get any like last pictures of my green hair, but we live. It's my birthday. It was a good birthday. I'm not even gonna lie. I went to school. I looked gorgeous, and I'm home. It's nice. I spoke to Joko. I spoke to Awal. I spoke to people. I got stuff from my new show. I showed everybody the new show. Hanging, blame, swinging back, breaking bullets, flaming. Birthday card from a with a car that that we're not sure if it works. Apart from myself, and I've already been shopping for little clothes, like I myself a leather jacket and a fleece jacket that I love. It's actually very, very freedom is the fiction. This nigga race specific is race really system. God bless her. These are not expensive actually. And she got me both body, full size. This one is shea butter, amber vanilla, and this one is bamboo coconut. Yummy. It just got me this little area that it actually goes really well with my dress, but I don't try to put it on, but like, I haven't really tried to. I don't know, like, if you love someone and, you know, it didn't work out, does that mean that you can't love that same way again? Or does that mean, like, it just didn't work out? Like, what does it really mean? So yeah, and content warning, everything. I'm reading this tonight. The thing about my birthday is like I be excited for it and I like it, but I be ready for the next day, let it be over. So why did I just watch an old video of me, of you, of us, of everything? 1, I had a bonnet on. 2, I don't have a bonnet on right now. 3, I'm fasting. My breath stinks. 4, I'm painting my nails because I saw it and I was like, okay, I kind of fuck with it, so I'm gonna paint my nails. But yeah, so much has changed. So much has changed since then, but so many things are still the same, which is funny. It's so funny. 1, I was talking about how, like, 1, right now it's April. I forgot to look at the date of when it was back then, but right now it's April 3rd. It just yeah, I got into Chicago, which amazing, and I'm so happy for. I still got to do my fast food thing. It's so very annoying, but I'm leaving that to God. I said my prayer for that. God got that. I'm 18. I don't know if I mentioned that. I didn't mention it, but being 18 is so weirdly interestingly weird. And honestly, not much has changed from. I feel like 18 makes me take things more seriously. Like, even with the smoking, I'm just like, you know what? Actually, no. It makes me take like my commitment to myself seriously, because I know that these are habits that I wanna have a sturdy foundation on right now, because I'm only getting older. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh no, like, from now I'm gonna be 19, 20, 21. It's gonna be like, it's gonna just keep on, I'm just gonna keep on growing and growing and growing, and I want to make sure that I'm growing into someone that I desire, somebody that I'm proud of, somebody that I want to be, you know, the person who I actually am, you know, connected to my higher self. Yeah, I think I'm low-key taking things less personally now, and I'm just chilling. I really am just chilling. I went to Cali for the summer for all of July. That was super fun. I hung out with family and we did a bunch of really cool stuff. I took a bunch of pictures. Most of them are on my Instagram, but I still have a lot of pictures on my phone that I just haven't shared, you know, just for myself. So that was super fun. I came back August 1st. It's currently August 11th. I came back August 1st. I ended up going to my aunt's place for the weekend. The first weekend of August, which was around like the 4th. So it was like 4th, 5th, and 6th. We're supposed to get back on Monday, but because there was a storm, we weren't able to get back until the next day. But yeah, so right now I'm still in my room. There's a lot of things to do. I'm gonna show you guys what I have done so far and what I have taken out and what I still have to do, because I don't know what I want from this video, to be honest. I just want to document how I'm feeling about moving and what moving is like for me, because I've never done it before. At least not to this extent. Well, I have one time when we came from Nigeria to the U.S. But other than that, um, I feel like to me this is probably more of a talking video than a showing video. But yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna show y'all what I've. It's a bit messy, but I'm gonna show you guys. So all my art supplies, I already shipped them out, and yeah, my desk, my sister's bed looks a mess. She doesn't live here, so I just use this to put stuff on, so my bed is not. I'm still cleaning my room, so that's why everything is like messy. Literally still cleaning it. My makeup and stuff I still have here for whatever reason, because I don't really do makeup, but I still have them here. I took out all the books that I actually want, because a lot of these books here I don't think I will ever read. So I took books that I want to encourage myself to read, by the to have in my collection to read before. Yeah, once I clean, I really realize how small my room is, not in the sense of like physicality, but like one thing I don't want to do is take my whole room to my dorm. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to create a new space for myself, so I'm trying to limit as much stuff that I'm taking, so that even when I come home, I'm not just staring at a blank wall. I wish I was in a better mood to have filmed that whole packing things. I feel like that would have made more sense, but this past few days has been very stressful and anxiety inducing, because I just felt like the college boxes just would not pick up my stuff on time, and I was just trying to figure those things out, and it didn't even matter because it didn't work out anyways. So stop stressing, nigga. It don't do no, like, it doesn't do any good. So yeah, I realize how I might be an anxious person sometimes, depending on the situation. Obviously certain situation induces certain type of emotions, but I've just been allowing myself to feel how I feel, really feel how I feel, and really embrace that, because this is not really a tough time, but it's a new time. Things are changing, and changes are not always easy to experience, or to even admit that it's happening. So I'm just allowing myself to feel how I feel right now, because I know it's like I want to say difficult, but I don't really mean difficult as in like thing, but it's a different time. Like, things are changing. It's a difficult time where it's like I know that I'm going to school, and I know there's new things coming up, and also just like the whole experience of just this whole thing of like I gotta pack up my room a little bit so that I can have stuff, so I can ship it out to my new space in a new place in a new state. So that's just been a little difficult. Yeah, it has been a little difficult. Maybe that's why I want to say difficult, because of people, lack of everything. So yeah, I guess it has been a difficult time, and that's fine, I guess. Life is not always good nor bad. So I guess there's a lot of things going through my brain, a lot of thoughts of like kind of like bits of philosophy, but also emotion, and also just like everything that I'm trying to process to help me process and experience what I'm experiencing more easily and more peacefully than stressfully. So I don't even know if that makes any sense. But anyways, right? So like, a little rant or whatever. It's so funny how like even when you're not in school, you still feel the shift of the universe that's happening. I think that capitalism and all the Western structures and all the structures in place just makes our brain more like able to pinpoint, okay, well, this is why I'm feeling this way, because I'm starting school, or this is why I'm feeling this way because it's the end of summer, or whatever. And I think it's just our universal connection to our inter-universal connection to the world, and to the universe at large. And so like when the universe shifts, we shift, obviously, because even as you walk from point A to point B, literally the universe, I mean, not the universe, the earth has already rotated. So if you do it again, you're not even going to literally, you're not going to walk to the same place. So it just goes to show how things are constantly changing. And I think our brain is just able to make, because of the way that we have been programmed, it just makes more sense to understand that, oh well, you know, I'm going to school, that's why things are changing. Or, oh well, the shift of the season. And yes, it's like the shift of the season, that's why things are changing. But I think that even without, okay, let's use this, because I feel like the season makes sense, like the shift of the season makes sense. But let's use school, like even without school, like this season is gonna change. The year is coming to an end, it's coming to a close, not soon, but pretty soon. Like, you know, the end of I mean, August still has a bunch of days. Like, I was looking at the calendar, I'm like, what? I was stressing, and there's so much time, but yeah, there's, like someone was saying on Instagram, like there's, life is yet short and long at the same time. It's like, whoa, I could die tomorrow, but it's also just like, whoa, like tomorrow, you know, tomorrow could be it's like a different day. And I think that duality and that like complexity of life is just really what keeps it like edgy, kind of like what they were saying. I think that's what they were saying. Like that's like the joy of life, or the whatever of life, is just like it's yet long and short, it's yet good and bad, it's yet this and that. So I think that it's really interesting that like niggas yo, niggas be stressed. A nigga can stress day in, day out. A nigga can be sad day in, day out. And you just don't know what's gonna happen the next day. Like, you just don't know. And I think that one thing I learned from Sunday, and like I'm still even trying to grapple with, is that like, just like that, your reality can change. Like, just like that, like, you know, I haven't spoken to my dad in, well, you don't know, but just saying, I haven't spoken to my dad in like now, like 8 months, going on 9 months, whatever. And I speak to him, and he's like, why did it take you so long to come talk to me? And I'm like, I don't know, I just felt like you wouldn't answer me. And he's like, well, I answered you today, right? Like, and you know, it's just like, you know, a lot of the times I make up perceptions of people, and I live in that perception. I use that perception to replace their identity, or the actuality, or the reality of that person. And I get comfortable with that because, you know, it's my perception, it's my mind, it's my reality. And sometimes I need more things to just pop that, to know that I'm not the only one that exists, and my perception of someone is not the identity of that person. It's not who they actually are. It's not who they claim. It's not, you know, it's not what they are. It's mine. Just like who they are is theirs. So just getting to know people, constantly re-know people, and really question our perception and where we got it from, and what and how we got to this conclusion. And I think when our mind has little crumbs, it knows how to make cakes. It knows how to make a cake out of crumbs. Like that's the I guess the gift of our mind. So it's just like, just because you made a cake don't mean it's edible. You know what I mean? Like and it's like sometimes we gotta taste what we actually are feeding ourselves, to know that, like, and I'm not just saying like literally, but like tasting in all sense, to know that, yeah, that shit is not it. Like, let me go back to the kitchen and start cooking something else. Let me ask the chef, the sous chef, you know, let me talk to the ingredients real quick, because I was just doing whatever, and I thought it was going to be edible, and it's not. So just being more cognizant of my perception, and just really observing, and not getting lost in my in what I analyze, but also checking in with the people that I am analyzing, the things that I am analyzing, to constantly check if what it is that I'm perceiving is true, and not just assuming and then making like final thoughts on things. But yeah, so, and then it's just also just the reality of this, like, bro, niggas is constantly growing. There's nothing you could do about it. You're gonna grow. You're supposed to grow. Like, you're supposed to grow. You're not gonna be on this earth just not growing. Like, you know what I mean? If you don't grow, you die. Like, we're all living things, so like we have to expand in some type of way. Either our body, like our body has to expand. We can't, unless you're just naturally a small person, like a small person. You're just gonna have to grow. And then even the small people, they have to grow in certain ways that we're just not privy to. So just acknowledging the growth. I think I've also been trying to acknowledge the growth that I've been making constantly. Like, I'm always growing. I'm always trying to be the best self I can be, but also, you know what, I have an attitude. Sometimes I just don't want to do it, and it's okay because I'm human, and yes, I am human and beyond, and yes, I'm more than human, but I'm still human at the same time, just like I am other things at the same time. So I think just giving room for all the parts of me and not just one part of me, because it's preferable for even myself, just because of my bias of self doesn't actually allow me to embody self, it doesn't allow me to embody who I am, what I am, and how I am, the true I am of my being, because, what would make me more comfortable in this moment, but for the greater cause, like what is more profitable, like what is not profitable monetarily, but like for myself, or like what is the benefit, what is more substantial, and yeah. Nigga, a nigga could talk for days. That's one thing about it. Like, a nigga could talk for days. But yeah, I think one thing I'm I'm gonna do in this like beginning stage of like school is really observe for the next like the rest of the year. Just see how the year plays out, how it goes. Like, I know there's so much in store for everybody, so much in store for me. And I'm always excited. Like, I'm always excited. Like, and maybe sometimes that excitement has like a whatever, but sometimes I just think about what could be and I get excited about that. Even if it doesn't happen, even if it's whatever. Like, if that's what makes me excited, that's what makes me excited. So, yeah. But yeah. Just wanted to share that thought. Also, if you ain't masturbating, make sure you masturbate. Another thought. Food for thought. Thought for food. Thought for thought. Yo, if you don't master yourself, somebody else will master them. They will play you like a puppet, and you don't want to be nobody's puppet. Even yourself. Like, sometimes I feel like it's just like we don't understand how we could be a slave to our own selves, and you have to master yourself to understand that, and which ways you fall a slave to your own self. So make sure that you master yourself and continue to just learn yourself. All the shit that don't work no more, just throw it in the garbage, because what we're growing beings, we're always growing. So make sure that you are always growing with yourself, with the perspective, and releasing things, letting them. I'm gonna miss this room more too. Like, God knows, I've been saying that Henny. But also, God knows, and so who cares? Who else knows? And I know. Look, I look like a baby. Anyway, waking up, finishing final round, I guess. Tomorrow is my flight. We leave at the flight is at 6:40. 6:54 numbers, and yeah. So I'm making sure, me and my mom are making sure that I have everything that I need, and then from home, and then after that, we're heading off. So it's part of the process. I have to get a new haircut because, once time is right, you know what to do. You just know that some things just have to like shift and change. Yeah. I'm not dyeing my hair no more. I think this is really time to focus on me as a human being and not just like my appearance. So I'm dyeing my hair and like cutting off all the dead stuff that were just hanging on by literally one hair strand. Allows me to be more confident in my hair, with my hair, and just with myself in that physical space. So I don't have to worry about that, and I can focus on other ways of expressing myself outside of my head. I've done all the colors. Let me find other ways to express myself. So yeah, that's really the tea. Let me change the camera. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, I want to take down these posters, to-do list before I leave. But I'm gonna take all that down. I left stuff on the wall because I realized that I don't want to not take stuff, but I definitely left that to remind me of where I was coming from, like where I was coming from. And then when I get over there, I have one of my other pieces that I'm gonna put on the wall. That's gonna make sense. I'm gonna miss this painting. That's my guy right here. I'm not gonna lie. That's my nigga right here. That's my nigga right here. This nigga held me down. And on days where I just come back from school and just lie down on my bed facing this way, I'm able to just look at it, and it just made so proud of myself, the fact that like I really did that. And it's in the corner, so it was really for me. Like I didn't make it for anybody else but for me. And so I'm gonna really miss that. Obviously I'm gonna miss my siblings and stuff, but yeah, this is gonna hit me like a ton of bricks. Cause I've just been dodging a little key, but I feel like it's gonna get to a point where it's just gonna be like, bitch, you tried it. You gonna have to get hit a little bit, like. So yeah. So I'm in my dorm now, and basically going to bed. Well, not really, but calling it a day for sure. My mom left me earlier in the day. That's on my closet. So my mom left me earlier in the day. Yeah, and so I was just honestly, I don't know what I was. I was chilling a little bit. I had a little dance session. I think I started packing a little bit, and then I went outside to get the Wi-Fi situated. I met some cool people. Got some Turkish snack, or one. I got a Turkish snack, and then as I was like I saw my roommate. I'm like, is that my roommate? And then, but before I even went back to my room, I went to the 17th floor because there's a studio, open studio 24/7 on the 17th floor. It's huge, it's big. And then I came back in the room, and then I met my roommate, Yami. She's super cool. She's super chill. She's really inspired me to really go out with the decoration because she do her little thing or whatever. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I just thought I should outro this video. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope that this gives you an idea of what it's like to move from a new state to a new state to a new state, from a new state to a new state. I don't know, but from home to a new state, a new city. I couldn't have chosen a better city. I'm not gonna lie. Like this don't really, it's doing its thing or whatever. But yeah, like I'm happy. I'm exhausted. But I'm happy, and I'm more so excited for what is to come. And even as little as just how I'm gonna decorate my room, what's gonna happen, all the things, just excited. So yeah, I'll catch you guys. I'll catch you guys in the next video that I miraculously make somehow. I don't even know what it would be, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you are a freshman in college, what school you're going to. If you're if you're staying in state, or if you're moving to a new state, yeah, what you're studying, whatever you'd like to comment. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.